single day is different. I absolutely love it. I don't know about you guys, but in my old job, it was like I woke up every morning and be like, oh man, I gotta go into work, and I gotta, like, you know, there's like a punch list of stuff you gotta do every morning, like take the trash out, this and that. And it's like you just kind of dread it, you know. One thing I really love about this job is it's something different every single day. That's one of the main reasons why, you know, I don't focus on, you know, remodels or things like that, or jobs that take a week or whatever. You know, I kind of do jobs that focus on a one-day job or a half-a-day job or things like that. But anyways, right now, before I start my day off, I am heading to Home Depot to pick up some parts for my job today. Today's a pretty cool job. I'm working for a guy that's a pretty big radio personality. Well, I guess at least in my world. Yeah, he's got a pretty awesome story. I'm going to share that with you guys once I get out of Home Depot here. So one of the reasons why I wanted to start this Handyman WLOG is to kind of bring the mystery of the handyman job to kind of the commonplace. I mean, a lot of times, you know, people on YouTube, they kind of record the good stuff, right? The meaty stuff, the stuff that people want to see, the how-to stuff, the stuff that goes right. But with this Handyman WLOG, I want to show you guys kind of my life as a handyman and what my day-to-day jobs look like. I'm not quite at the point where I'm doing daily vlogs. Well, that might come one day, but a little bit too busy right now. So I'm currently doing kind of weekly vlogs, kind of as much as I can. But I want to bring to you guys kind of the mystery of what goes on during a handyman day, because I really feel like this is such a huge blessing to be able to start this business. I've been kind of thinking about, and so with this vlog, I also want to share kind of my thoughts on a daily basis and kind of what goes through my mind. So if you guys are interested or agree with that vision of wanting to bring the handyman work to kind of the commonplace, I would appreciate you guys subscribing to this channel and also liking this video. But let's get to today's project. One thing that I think deserves to be mentioned about a trailer, having a trailer, is coming to Home Depot sometimes kind of sucks, because sometimes you got to park out in the North 40. I mean, Home Depot is pretty awesome about it, because Home Depot actually sets up trailer parking spots. I don't know if people know about that, but there's always trailer parking spots up near where you pick up the lumber at Home Depot. But it's kind of like anarchy. People don't follow that. People don't care. So they just park their regular cars in that area. So the trailers usually got to end up parking out in the North 40. But today I got pretty lucky. I got to be up at the front. So about a few months ago, on this radio station that I listened to, a new DJ started. He moved up here from SoCal. And he's a pretty funny guy, pretty hilarious. And he started telling some stories of, you know, they just moved in this new house and it was kind of run down, but it needed some stuff done to it. So he was out mowing the lawn one day, and the lawnmower ended up catching a rock, and he threw it right through the sliding glass door and busted that up. And then he was telling another story of how he painted the master bedroom, and then another story how you know, he was up in the attic running some wiring and he fell through the ceiling. So yeah, it was just hilarious though. He had some super funny stories. And then about a month after that guy started, I got a call from a lady to come do an estimate at her house. And so I meet with her, and she ends up walking me through. She's like, oh yeah, we just moved here. My husband, he was mowing the lawn a little while ago, and he caught a rock and threw it through the sliding glass door. And then here's where he went through the ceiling and this and that. And I'm like, this sounds kind of familiar. I'm like, what does your husband do for a living? She's like, oh, he's a radio personality. And I'm like, oh, for what station? And so she tells me, and I'm like, what's his name? And she tells me, and I'm like, no way, it's the same guy. So it's like, it's crazy. Like, this is like the most popular person I've ever worked for. I mean, he's pretty big in my books. I mean, I love listening to him. I listen to him every day on the radio station. So that's where I'm heading today. Pretty awesome guy and gal to work for. I've worked for them quite a bit. I'm going to show you guys in this vlog here kind of the work that I've done in the past at their house, and then the work I'm doing today. Actually, today I'm tackling the job where he fell through the ceiling. So that'll be a fun job. So that's where we are heading right now. I got my stuff from Home Depot, so let's get to it. So there is where they came through the ceiling. So I think I'm going to cut it right there and then along there. So right there is where they came through the ceiling here in a closet. So I think it's about a 40-inch by 36-inch or so hole. So I'm going to kind of cut it right along here and then, you know, cut it out. But first I'm going to go up in the attic, make sure there's no insulation on there, and clean the insulation off the top so the insulation doesn't come down, and then clean out this closet. A few of the other jobs that I've done here is install that railing for those barn doors. They did have another railing up there, and it was a homemade railing that was done by the previous homeowner, so put that one up for them. I also installed this ceiling fan for them. There was no ceiling fan up there to begin with, so we went over here and we added a new switch for them. That's actually the new switch right there for it. I also installed this ceiling fan for them. There was no ceiling fan there to begin with as well. And then we installed a switch right there. And then also there's two outlets back here that weren't working, so I figured out what was going on with that. They actually didn't even have any wires run to them. I don't know what the point of that was, but we went up in the attic and ran some new wires to them. Alright, I got the new piece of drywall up. Got quite a gap over here, but that's just from cutting it bad. That'll fill in. But yeah, so I got the new drywall up, so now I just got to tape it and mud it. But first I'm gonna clean up here. It's a little messy. I just got done running my vacuum cleaning up in here. I don't think this dog much likes the vacuum. Poor doggy. I'm sorry for making all the noise, doggy. I'm sorry. Well, anyways, I got it all cleaned up there. My new sheet, so I'm going to start taping and putting some mud up there. Got the first coat up. I didn't quite have enough drywall to finish the first coat, but I did have enough drywall to finish all the corner pieces, so that was good. So I use this little tool. This is kind of like a little corner edge smoother outer trowel. I don't know the exact name of it. Let's see. Oh, it's an inside corner tool, so I was close. It works really well for kind of smoothing stuff out. The first coat for here was a little bit choppy, but I'm going to clean it up on the second coat. I'm definitely not an expert on drywall. If you guys want some more information on like how to mix drywall and stuff like that, I would highly recommend you check out this lady on YouTube. I think her YouTube channel name is C Jane Drill, and she's got a bunch of cool tutorials. She's obviously been doing this for a long time. She's kind of the one who taught me how to do how to mix drywall, but I'm still not the expert at it. But check her out. Just finished sponging this second coat here. Still needs a third coat, but I'm gonna let this guy dry, and I'm gonna go grab some lunch. Check out this automatic doggy door. Pretty crazy. All right, at McDonald's for lunch, and fitting for the day, I had to park out in the North 40 again. There's just not very many parking spots for trailers these days. You kind of got to take up two. So, I don't know, anyways, I just wanted to share a little, I don't know whether you guys want to hear it or not, but I don't know if you guys have the McDonald's app. I mean, the McDonald's app is pretty cool because there's like, they give you like deals like for every day, which is pretty sweet. So, and right now for like a while, they're running like free French fries, which is, can't pass that up, like a free medium fry with like $1 purchase. So anyways, that's what I'm doing for lunch. Just sprayed some texture on this guy. I think it turned out pretty good. If this was I don't know what that hole is for, obviously this cord going somewhere. This is just the texture I used here from Home Depot. The spray on stuff. Got a pretty late start on this job this morning, but just for some of the details of this job. Took me about 3 hours for that ceiling repair. Charged $300. For labor and materials for this job here. I got a few other jobs to do today, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to record them. The video camera that I have right now only has one battery, and it has an internal battery, so you have to charge it. I'm currently looking at getting a better camera, but yeah, until I get that, really we're going to have to go with kind of a half-day job till that. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye, puppy. My puppy. Bye, puppy. Have a good day.